What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and I'm going to be starting a playthrough here of Ultimate Vault Hunter mode with Zer0. I'll give you guys a quick look at my gear and skill build before we get started here. I'm going to be using Pimpernels of all elements. I'm going to use Lyuda in Shock, Fire, and Corrosive, most likely, at different points in the game. An Antagonist, Longbow Slag Transfusion Grenade, different Bone of the Ancients and Stockpile Relic, and a Legendary Sniper Calm. This is the skill build that I will be using. And Badass rank is going to be off for the duration of this particular series, like it is on all of my videos. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've never done a full playthrough with Zer0 before. It has been requested though, and I am getting pretty close to exhausting all potential weapons for my Does It Suck series. And so I figured I'd go ahead and gauge interest here in this particular sniper playthrough. People have asked for it before, and I do want to continue doing some Borderlands 2 content on my channel. Wow, that guy has a surprisingly large melee range. You guys have been appreciative of the fact that I still do Borderlands 2 content on my channel and stuff. I know that it is a long time after the game has been released, and that a lot of other people have kind of stopped doing Borderlands 2 content, and that you guys have, expressed your appreciation for continued Borderlands 2 footage and stuff like that. And so I did want to go ahead and try this sniper playthrough out and see if there's any real interest in it and or interest in it, and see how that goes and everything. There are certain parts of the game that I've never experienced with Zer0, so it should be fairly exciting for me personally, and I hope that you guys like it too. Now, I do want to continue Borderlands 2 on my channel, but my well-received Does It Suck series is running out of potential things to test. And there aren't too many other games that I really want to play on my channel right now. I am enjoying some other games, but as far as uploading content of other games, there were a few games that I was, originally looking forward to that were supposed to be coming out early this year, namely Arkham Knight, The Witcher 3, and Grand Theft Auto 5. But all of them have been delayed, some of them multiple times, and because of that, we don't really have too many other games to really look into right now. So, definitely willing to, continue the Borderlands 2 content, at least for the time being. Aw, man, I think I forgot to give my money to Max before we started this playthrough. I may have to do that at some point, just, so that I never have trouble buying ammo or anything. But maybe we'll just, acquire enough money as we go through this, and that's very possible as well. I was just thinking of one thing that I might have forgot here. Now, Zer0 is pretty damn potent, and we shouldn't have too much trouble working through many parts of the story. There are a couple parts, that I've never experienced with Zer0. Perhaps working through the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve might be somewhat difficult, and maybe taking out Handsome Jack's body double will be a little bit difficult as well. I know when I had done a Maya playthrough, that surprised me in its difficulty because I had always one-shot him with Melee Zero, who is the character that I most commonly play through the story with and stuff. And like I said, I had got a little caught off guard by that particular part of my Maya playthrough, so that was interesting, and maybe there will be parts that surprise me here playing through with Zer0. Who knows? But Zer0 is very potent, very powerful, and we shouldn't have too much trouble working through a lot of this. We'll end up seeing how we do. Unfortunately, this first episode is going to include some major lulls because the game really does a lot of hand-holding through this. This is all still part of what is essentially the first mission, and because of that, there's a lot of scenes where you kind of wait on Claptrap, and things progress kind of slowly, unfortunately. There's a couple of ways that I can execute a few skips as we work through this and everything, but unfortunately there are parts that we are going to have to wait on Claptrap, and so that's kind of a shame. Hopefully he doesn't glitch out at all during this. It looked like he took an extra loop there, which is kind of stupid. But we are going to have to wait through this whole scene with Sir Hammerlock now, where he screws in Claptrap's eye and stuff. So, unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about this. There is a save quit skip that you can execute here that will allow you to get past a little bit of this, but it doesn't save that much time, and I don't think I'm going to do it in this particular instance. We're just going to wait for all this to happen. And once all this is done, we can get on our way to Captain Flynt. Obviously, we will pass through Boom Bewm along the way. And we'll have to, fight our way through some bandits on the way to Captain Flynt as well. So it should be interesting. We'll see how we do. I'm going to go ahead and give the eye to Sir Hammerlock here. He's going to plug it back into Claptrap. It'll take just a moment. Oh, I get asked this question a lot, so I guess it'll be a good time to just glance over it since I have a moment here. The skin I use is from the Poker Night 2 game. You get little Borderlands 2 rewards by playing that game. And the head I use is from the special edition of Borderlands 2. If you pre-ordered that, you would get this particular head. And that's why I look like I do. A lot of people often ask, what head skin combination am I using? I believe the skin is called Are You Still There? And the head is called Special Edition Forgotten. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's what they're called. But I've been wearing that head and skin for a long time, pretty much since that skin came out. And I like it quite a bit. I think it makes Zer0 look kind of unique and cool. So, now we're going to follow Claptrap and Hammerlock over here and see how we do. Unfortunately, we have to wait for this to happen. They are explaining the story to us. It's not like this is needless waste, but in our case right now, I think most of us have seen the story multiple times and stuff, so we're just kind of waiting on Hammerlock to bang on the board here. Sometimes he turns around and looks at you. He'll bang on the board. Now we can turn in this quest, and that gives us a shitty shield, which I probably need to drop in order to be able to execute grenade jumps, so I'm going to drop that right quick. I forgot that the game is going to give you a bunch of useless items as you work through the game here. Anyway, I'm going to stock up on ammo. The next ammo chest is all the way up by Captain Flynt, so it'll be a little while until we get to that. Go ahead and open this gate. Unfortunately, Claptrap is going to be an extreme limiting factor here. Now, for those of you who haven't seen any of my playthroughs before, I do execute several skips along the way. It's definitely not a speed run or anything like that, but I will skip some of the unnecessary parts of the game that are easily skippable because, it saves a little bit of time, and the actual campaign of Borderlands 2 is quite lengthy, so I don't want to waste it all by killing absolutely, or not waste it all, but waste a lot of time by killing absolutely every enemy along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and get slag on these guys here. Looks like one of them has a Torg weapon, so that's irritating at least a little bit because it was powerful enough to lower my shield there, but we'll go ahead and knock all those guys out. Now we got one more guy back here. We'll go ahead and kill him as well. Cool. Now, I think we can just go ahead and run up and start killing these dudes up here. We just need to make sure and not kill them all before Claptrap gets there, because Claptrap needs to be within the area for you to proceed. So, we're going to kill at least, some of these guys here, and then we will wait on Claptrap if we do get down to what appears to be the last enemy. Oh, no, he's already up here, so we're good. We can go ahead and kill them all. Pop your head up, bro. Almost killed that guy with the Lyuda's side bullet there. That was kind of neat. Of course, he wants to move right as I, get near the end of my deception there. Not a big deal, though. We still killed him. Ooh, that guy appears to have a damage over time gun. We'll take him out with some haste. I forgot how many dudes spawn right here. That's kind of interesting. I guess with Melee Zer0, I traditionally take them out pretty quickly. Pop your head up, dude. I don't like it when enemies just needlessly waste my time here. Wow, he waited long enough that his slag wore off. See, that is kind of irritating sometimes. I don't understand why enemies are so dead set on wasting time from time to time, but they are often, so that's something that we'll run into several times during this playthrough and stuff, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Thought I had just re-upped slag on that guy, but apparently not. His backpedal mechanics are on point. Alright, so I would like to kill that guy. Alright, so we dealt with that guy. One more guy to deal with here, and then we'll be moving on to Boom Boom. So good stuff. Sorry it took me a little bit there. I was unprepared for exactly how many dudes were going to spawn. We're a little bit low on ammo right now. It looks like we're down to 54 rounds, which is a little bit low, but not a huge deal. We're going to open some of these here, get some much-needed pistol ammo. I love it when the game does that. But we should still have plenty of ammo to actually take out Boom and Bewm. There are going to be 2 lunatic bombers here. We'll let them deal with themselves. Perhaps they'll drop ammo. This one is irritating me because he didn't want to blow up on my decoy, but we'll just go ahead and kill him right quick. Watch out for his bomb. And now we'll proceed forward. I'm going to equip my corrosive Bone of the Ancients real quick because we are going to be fighting Boom Boom and Big Bertha here, so it only seems prudent. Ooh, some cash. Alright. So I haven't thought too much about this here, but I guess I'm going to go behind that little part of the ship that is in front of the Big Bertha cannon, and then kill the little guy, and then I'll execute, not execute the cannon, obviously. The cannon's actually surprisingly hard to execute, the skill execute anyway, but then I'll go ahead and get rid of the cannon, and then I'll kill the bigger guy as well. There are 2 infinitely respawning psychos in this particular area that you might need to watch out for. Concentrate on killing Boom Boom and stuff, and not those little psychos because they'll just keep respawning. So I do want this little guy to come over towards me. And like I said, if you're over here, the cannon can't shoot you. I think I'll be able to draw the little guy over here, and we'll be able to kill him, but right now he just wants to throw grenades for whatever reason. Alright, so now he's coming over towards us, and that's good stuff. We'll get slag on him, and some kunai as well. Switch to the corrosive Pimpernel right quick and finish him off. So that was good stuff there, and now we can go ahead and deal with killing the cannon. Getting some critical hits on it right now. The psychos are aiming at me, unfortunately, so I'll let my shield recover, and then we'll go ahead and get a couple more critical hits on this cannon. Go ahead and kill these psychos right quick. Just to get a killer bonus before we deal with the bigger boom here. Unfortunately, that psycho ran away. My plan to get the killer bonus and still have critical ascension stacks has failed on me, but not a huge deal. Why does this psycho run away? Alright, so now we have the killer bonus. Maybe if we get a critical hit on Boom, it will take him out. But he wants to run away too. So I'm running into some issues here where I haven't really played through this before with Zer0, and I'm a little bit unsure as to what will be the best strategy here. Like I said, those psychos are, or do appear to be at least, infinitely respawning. I've tried to kill them, for a long time before, and they never really stop spawning, so that's kind of weird, and it's just something that I've noticed before. Cool, so his torque shotgun took my health down quite a bit, but we got some health back from that transfusion grenade. Got slag on him, or at least kunai on him, and we'll try to take him out right quick. If he'll stop jumping around, it'll make it a little bit easier for us. Alright, so that is dealt with now. We'll go ahead and kill these 2 little guys as well. I'm not going to equip that grenade mod that Claptrap wants me to equip because that would just be a waste of time. So overall, I'd give myself like a D on taking out Boom Boom there. That was pretty damn bad, to be honest with you, and I hope that you guys don't think I'm a total scrub, but like I said, I hadn't really ever experienced that fight before with Zer0, so I was a little unsure as to how I would actually take it on. Now, this is one of the areas here where we can just kind of run through all of this nonsense. Those guys won't follow you. They'll shoot at you a little bit, but they lose their line of sight pretty quick because you change elevations on them. We're going to unequip our grenade mod right here and go for some grenade jumps to get to this gate before all of this dialogue ends. And then we're going to try to execute a grenade jump over this gate because that will get us to Captain Flynt at least a little bit quicker. And so that will be good stuff. Oh, just missed it. And so that was a very, very poorly executed grenade jump on my part. Just pretty damn bad. It's been a while since I played through the main campaign, though, and, you know, I was unprepared for that. So I apologize there. Luckily, shooting Claptrap with that cannon did shoot him most of the way up to Captain Flynt, and this will save us from dealing with little Claptrap checkpoints all the way up here, and so we can skip a lot of these enemies here. For those of you who haven't seen, you know, my playthroughs, I mentioned it already, but I do go ahead and skip some of the stuff. This is where the game first introduces a badass enemy, and it's right after you kill these other dudes that pop out of this little hut. A badass marauder will pop out of that shipping container, and as far as I know, that is the first badass enemy that usually spawns in the game, and it's kind of an introduction to badass enemies there. But we don't really need to deal with that, so we're just going to jump over that hut and skip past it. There are going to be several enemies back there. Again, more enemies that we don't truly need to deal with. We do need to kill these 3 enemies over here, though. So I'm going to kind of ambush these guys, get ready to kill them, and see how we do here. I guess I can go ahead and put back on my Firebone of the Ancients at this particular moment, or maybe I'll just put on the Shock one since that's what we're going to use for Captain Flynt. So, I think this is the only enemy here who's really going to follow us around this corner. The rest of those gun enemies should probably stay back there. Looks like there is one Psycho. He might follow us. The rest of these guys probably won't be doing too much, so we'll just go ahead and move past them. Wow, that guy had an especially long melee attack. That was surprising. So, the Lunatic did follow us. Not a big deal. We'll kill him right quick. And then there will be probably a half dozen or so enemies that we need to kill in order to move on here. The Slag Pimpernel dealt with that guy pretty quickly, so that was good. Got another Lunatic here. We'll take him out right quick. I missed that guy's critical there. Hit it that time, though. So there will be a couple more guys. I don't want to get too close to that barrel. Obviously, barrels are very dangerous at overpower levels, so we'll have to watch out for that. Cool. Dealt with that guy. And there will be a little skip that we can execute up here as well, and so that should be pretty good. Claptrap's going to get to these stairs and realize he can't climb them, and usually you would have to fight through probably maybe 1.5 dozen enemies working your way up to the lever to hoist him up. But if you take this little skip, you'll be able to get to the little lever a little bit quicker. So we're going to jump here to this chain, jump on this chain, probably throw our deception here so that enemies won't try to shoot me off of this chain. So good. Now we're just going to wait for this to trigger. Hopefully Claptrap will get up here without glitching. Excellent, he got all the way across. So that's good stuff. I've had him glitch out there before, and that's kind of irritating. Because I don't need my Corrosive Pimpernel anymore, and I expect to need the Shock Pimpernel in order to take out Captain Flynt, I'm going to go ahead and equip that, and we're going to go ahead and restock on ammo right quick before we move forward. I'm low on ammo. I'm going to sell the Becca. I'll give it back in and get myself some more money as well. So cool. Now Captain Flynt's going to spawn. We're going to have to watch out for the fire on the deck, and if any of his friends are going to spawn with damage over time guns, that will be something we have to watch out for as well. Captain Flynt himself, I believe, will be able to keep distance from using our deception when he charges at us, and then we'll get away from him, get him slagged, and kill him with the Shock Pimpernel is my plan. We'll see how well it works. I've never really dealt with this guy with Sniper Zer0 before, so do want to kill all of these guys that are going to spawn. They aren't infinitely spawning or anything like that, so we'll just kill them, and then we'll deal with Flynt. Looks like this guy already got slagged, perhaps by my Antagonist. Excellent, so we dealt with that guy there. That guy has a damage over time gun, so we need to deal with him swiftly. Excellent, so we shot him through the fire there, through the flames. That was pretty cool. Don't know where the rest of these dudes are at the moment, but we'll kill them. and that's good. Like I said, Flynt will charge at you sometimes. Use deception to protect yourself from that, probably. Ooh, I forgot that he's going to have a fire damage over time gun as well, so we'll try to take him out with some haste here. Deception. Got those transfusion trails coming, so that's good stuff there. So we dealt with Flynt. Now we need to deal with a couple more dudes in here, and we'll see how we do. So far, despite my couple shortcomings, we did okay in this episode. I really feel dumb about missing that grenade jump. That's actually what bothers me the most, not actually the poor execution of the fight against Flynt, or not Flynt, but Boom Bewm. The Flynt fight went okay, actually, but the poor execution in the fight against Boom Bewm was a little bit disheartening for me. That was poor gamesmanship on my part, but I think those red dots are below us because we skipped those dudes. But yeah, the grenade jump, there was really no excuse to miss that. At least I hadn't done that Boom Bewm fight before with Zer0. So this is getting pretty close to the end of the first episode here. I guess we'll take it on through the fast travel gate so that I can go ahead and save quit. I do want to thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you think that doing a playthrough as Zer0 is going to be a good idea, definitely leave that information in the comments. I'll appreciate that feedback. I definitely want to get in at least a few episodes before giving up on the series if no one really wants to watch it. I'm kind of actually excited to play through it here, so I hope that you guys are at least interested in giving it some views and, you know, maybe watching through it and stuff. I know that a lot of you have probably seen Borderlands 2's playthroughs and stuff like that before, but, you know, I've never done a Zer0 playthrough before, so it is at least a little bit different as far as content on my channel goes. So this is where we're going to go ahead and cut off this video. The next video we'll go ahead and pick up here. And like I said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.